In the most recent Nintendo Direct, we got the coolest character in the game. Along that, we also got a reveal of Terry Bogard, and something that they only glanced over for a second, though is possibly the most important thing, we also got official confirmation of more DLC after the first DLC Fighter Pass. There was a data mine from the World of Light game mode all the way back at launch that seemingly pointed towards 10 more DLC fighters. While I'm not sure I'm going to go that far and say that there are going to be 10 more fighters, though it wouldn't surprise me, I do think that we will get at least one more additional fighter pass, meaning we would get at least 6 more DLC fighters. Now that part isn't officially confirmed, all they've said is that there is more DLC coming. For any other game, I would go on to give you my predictions for those 6 DLC fighters that I'm assuming is going to happen, but I'm of the persuasion that Super Smash Bros. Is just unpredictable. When there's no information out there, when there's no leaks, I think Super Smash Bros. Is the most difficult thing to predict in video game history. Things that were previously deconfirmed happened, things like Ridley. People who make the music for the game will come out and say, I am not working at Nintendo right now, I am not making music for Super Smash Bros., and then their music will just show up in the game. I don't know, it's just not predictable. Well, if it is predictable, I don't know how to do it. It's too hard for me, I'm out. So for that reason, we're going to be going over the 6 DLC characters I would like to see most as our remaining DLC. I wanted to do this video because of a recent Reddit post that compiled a bunch of information that were basically requests directed at Nintendo's Twitter. He even separated this stuff by region. So while this is a huge selection bias because you're only accounting for the people on Twitter, it does give us some idea of what each region wants. Japan, of course, wants more sword gals and guys. The US wants more memes because, of course, they do. And the EU is just wrong. Quickly, I wanted to run over 3 characters who didn't make my personal list and then tell you why they didn't make it. Soul Bad Guy is a character that I would love to see because it's nice fighting game representation, and I think Arc System Works has done enough in the industry now that they deserve some kind of grander recognition. And I actually think he stands a pretty good chance of showing up in Smash, but I don't have a personal connection to the character, so I've decided to not include him on my list. Tracer would be nice because I love Blizzard, but I don't care too much for the character herself, so I decided to not put her on my list. And Pokemon Trainer 2 is probably the character I would want most out of any video game ever. Chikorita, Quilava, and Feraligatr being piloted by Ethan would be a dream come true. I just don't think we're getting any first party characters, so I've decided to not include any of them on my list. Oh, and before we move on to the list, Goku, please, of course. I mean, it goes without saying, right? Goku would be awesome. The only thing holding him back is that he's not a video game character, but like I said at the start of this video, Smash is unpredictable and things that get deconfirmed just happen. I'm not going to put him on the list because he's not a video game character, but I mean, Goku would be awesome, right? Alright, starting things off with Sora, the big one. This is coming from a non-Kingdom Hearts fan. There's a reason you haven't seen any Kingdom Hearts content on this channel. I am not a fan. Now, whoa, hold on, relax. Don't get too heated. I don't dislike Kingdom Hearts. I just don't have an opinion on Kingdom Hearts. I haven't played any of the games. In fact, Sora himself as a character, based on trailers and gameplay footage I've seen from other people, seems like a character that's very appealing to me. And the reason he's made my list is just because of how desired the character is. When it comes to anything, literally anything, if you're a passionate fan about something, that's awesome, man. I'm right there with you, and your excitement gets me excited. So when I see that Sora is literally the most desired Smash character right now that's not in the game, again, huge selection bias for this Reddit post, but still, look at this. Sora tops all of these charts besides Japan, who really wants Lloyd. And Sora is number 2 on Japan's list. Kingdom Hearts, at the very least, is one of the largest RPG franchises of all time, and I would be shocked to never see Sora show up in Smash, and I would just love to see the community reaction when this finally does happen. And I know that might sound empty, but I promise you it's not. When it comes to video games, or when it comes to anime, or when it comes to anything, I love seeing people truly happy to get something that they've wanted for so long. That's one of the reasons I'm happy for the Fairy Tail people. Even though I'm not a Fairy Tail fan, I'm so happy that that game's getting an RPG because Fairy Tail fans have wanted something like this for a very long time. And I would feel very similarly about Sora. And on top of that, Sora is very aesthetically appealing to me. So I'm all on board with Sora. Number 5, Master Chief. Halo was the first game that I ever played online. And without it, I wouldn't have been the same person I am today. Halo led me to online gaming. Playing Halo online led me to Red vs. Blue. Red vs. Blue led me to Ruby. Ruby led me back to anime. And now I run an anime gaming YouTube channel. I love Halo so much. So much so that I'm genuinely thinking about purchasing Gears 5 just for the Halo characters that they've added. I know nothing about Gears, but I'm still almost willing to make that purchase. In fact, I probably will. Just for these damn Halo characters, because they won't give me Halo on PC. I know it's announced, but it's not here yet. The only reason I don't have Master Chief higher up on this list is that I don't think I would actually enjoy the character's gameplay at all. What I imagine his gameplay looking like is nothing at all how I play, but I just think it would be really cool to have him in the game. Number 4, Scorpion. You might wonder how a character like Scorpion could possibly work in Smash. The character in theory should be incredibly violent, right? Because his series is violent. Like I said at the start of this video, nobody's off limits. Anyone can get in Smash. And sure, Scorpion's series is incredibly violent. I mean, it practically invented the ESRB rating. But just because his series is violent doesn't mean the character inherently has to be. In fact, we've seen this before. Both Scorpion and Sub-Zero have crossed over to T14 rated games. Smash Ultimate is everyone 10+. I don't see how a version of Scorpion couldn't exist in a game like this. Sure, there won't be blood and there won't be decapitation, but he'll have everything he needs to be a Smash character. Number 3, Steve. I know you're not happy right now, but regardless, whether you want to admit it or not, Minecraft is a massive part of gaming history and a perfect series to represent the modern gaming era. It was the first game to really blow up because of content creation on YouTube. It's an important mark on our history, and the possibilities of his moveset are insane. Minecraft has a ridiculous amount of items for Steve to use in his moveset, and I'm sure they would knock it out of the park. If you're worried about him looking ugly in Smash, it's Smash. They're gonna make him look good. Number 2, Crash Bandicoot. I love Crash. My most desired characters in Smash have always been Crash, Banjo, and the last character on my list. And I'm not sure how the character would play exactly because Crash's moveset is very limited, but I'm sure Sakurai and his team would have it figured out. I have such fond memories of playing Crash Bandicoot, going over to friends' houses to play Crash Bandicoot. This would be a dream come true in so many ways. The number 1 character I want most in Super Smash Bros. Over any other character is Spyro. I just ordered Spyro Reignited for my Nintendo Switch, and it hasn't showed up yet because, like I said, just ordered it, but I'm excited to jump in. Spyro would be such a unique addition to the roster, and a welcome one at that. If any of these characters are announced, I will scream in joy, but I'm also very happy with what I have now. Banjo Kazooie is the first character I've been able to enjoy on every single level, rather than just a single level. Most Smash characters, I'm like, oh, I really like this thing about them, or I think they're really aesthetically cool, but I don't like their moveset. Banjo Kazooie is genuinely the first character in Smash's history that I've been able to enjoy, both from a moveset perspective and also aesthetically, so I'm very happy with that. The only thing I don't like about the character is his down air, which I think is silly, but I get it, it makes sense. But my point of bringing that up is even if every DLC fighter released from here on out is not interesting to me, I'll be happy with Smash Ultimate's DLC. With that said, I'm sure Sakurai won't disappoint, and I'm sure every character from here on out will have some redeeming quality, even if you're not a huge fan of them. This list was kind of roughly ordered. For example, I actually don't know between 3 and 6 which characters I would want the most. I could honestly go with any of them. No, that's not true. Master Chief and Sora are roughly where they should be for me. I could switch one of them around, right? I might prefer Master Chief over Sora. The same thing goes for Scorpion and Steve, right? I might want Steve more than Scorpion. I might want Scorpion more than Steve. I don't know. I haven't ran a mathematical formula to figure out which one I want more, but it gives you a general idea of where my head's at. These are definitely my top 6, I would say. But I will add like a small little caveat. If we ever do get a Nintendo character rather than a third-party character, I would absolutely want it to be Pokemon Trainer 2. I'm a huge fan of Generation 2, so I would hope that it's like a similar thing to what we have with the Gen 1 Pokemon Trainer. But hey, that's just me. Let me know what Smash characters you would want the most. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Bilbsy, and I'll see you in the next video.